Hello everyone and welcome back to HTML and CSS lessons on Codecademy. So last time we looked at class and ID, which help us to specify what attributes we want to give to certain things. Today we're going to be looking at at something similar. So let's get straight into it. So you've learned about class selectors. Now it's time to learn about pseudo-class selectors. A pseudo-class selector is a way of accessing HTML items that aren't part of the document tree. Okay. Remember the tree structure we talked about earlier. So that was, I think, 2 lessons ago or 2 videos ago. For instance, it's very easy to see where a link is in the tree. But where would you find information about whether a link had been clicked on or not? And it isn't there. So pseudo-class selectors let us style these kinds of changes in our HTML document. So for example, we saw we could change a link's text decoration property to make it something other than blue and underlined. Using pseudo-selectors, you can control the appearance of unvisited and visited links, even links the user is hovering over but hasn't clicked. So that's how sometimes you see links as purple and sometimes you see them as blue. Slightly different colors. You probably see the first 2, so these 2 as purple and then these 2 as blue on my screen, or on your screen, I guess. So the CSS syntax for pseudo selectors is this. So you have selector and then pseudo class selector, and then you can have the properties and the values. It's just that extra colon. So which extra colon? That extra colon there. So uncomment the pseudo class selector. Okay, I'm guessing this is it. Then check out the result to see what happens when you pass your cursor over the links. That's nice. Okay, so I guess this is a specific thing that you need to find, and then A is whatever you want to call it, I am guessing. Can I call it B? I know that's not going to have an effect, but what if I just change... Oh no, I can't call it B because I am changing that. So if I do P and then if I put this in a paragraph, then the same thing should happen. Maybe. If I close that. And if I... Okay, I don't know. So because I'm changing P, now it should be working, but it's actually not working. That's slightly confusing. But anyway, as you can see, when I hover over them, they turn red and they lose their decoration. This is still confusing about the paragraph, that I can't change it. What about, can I change? Oops, I did not mean to do that. I went back a lesson and my progress was probably not saved, but that does not really matter. Oh, it was. Okay, so I don't understand why that's not working. Okay, I guess we will see in the next few lessons. But let me just change that back to what it should be without the paragraph tags, and there we go. Save and submit, and let's move on. So there are a number of useful pseudo-class selectors for links, including a link, a visited, and a hover. So link is an unvisited link, visited is a visited, and hover is when you're putting your mouse over it. Also, I'm guessing it's just for hyperlinks, which is why it didn't work with paragraphs. Fair enough. Add 3 links between the div tags. They can link to any websites you like. Okay. I will just put Google, Facebook, and Yahoo because I can't think of anything else right now. A href equals and /a. That's 1 done. Let's do the other 2. Google. I don't know if this would actually work. I think that you might need the full address if you're actually doing it, but this is just for the sake of the example, so this is definitely going to be accepted by Codecademy. On the CSS tab, okay, set a link, so unvisited links, to have no text decoration and color of that. So text decoration, I'm pretty sure it will, that this is the syntax, and color should be whatever that is. Let me just copy it over. Oops. Okay. And I should probably put Facebook there as the actual thing, so that I can actually see the change. And my double click isn't working for some reason. That's fun. I kind of want to change how they are organized, so do this. I will just put an unorganized list. You don't actually have to do UL before it. You can just leave it like this. And I did not close this one. I should probably do that. There we go. So now they are green and have no text decoration, i.e. aren't underlined as they would normally be. And then we need to set all a hover to have a color of whatever that is. Actually, that's going to be like red. That's going to be green. That's going to be pure green. Okay, I guess it wants a different kind of green. And then set a visited. Oops, wrong syntax. To color of that. And I don't actually know what that is going to be. Okay, so when we hover over them, as you can see, we get lighter green. Let's just click one. Actually, no. Let's go on Google. Why not? There we go. I clicked it, and now it has an orange color. So as I was talking before, they won't work properly if you just do the links like this. But for Codecademy, they will. So don't worry about it. And yeah, as you can see, once you click it, it goes a different color. If you hover over it while it hasn't been clicked, it goes a lighter green to what it normally is when it isn't clicked, which is a dark green. So let's move on. First child. So another useful pseudo-class selector is first child. It's used to apply styling to only the elements that are the first children of their parents. So for instance, you can have paragraph first child and then you can change its properties. So this would make all paragraphs that are the first children of their parent element red. So on the CSS tab, set the first paragraph's font family to cursive. Okay, let's do that. And font family to cursive. And I need to change, I think I need to change first child to something else. Or maybe not. Okay, is that actually going to work? Yes, it is. So that is the actual syntax for it. And I'm guessing that you can change that, so you could probably make it like div or something else. Let's just try div in there and see if anything happens at all. So, and what happens if we don't have that? That's also the question. So if we don't have it, it's like this. If we have it on div, it's like that. No? Oh. And you can't comment things like that. I keep forgetting. I'm used to the C++ commenting system. And there we go. So now it's bigger like this, and if we do paragraph, then it's just the first line that's bigger. Let's save and submit, and let's move on. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments down below. I will answer them as soon as possible. So well done, you can actually select any child of an element after the first child with the pseudo-class selector nth child. So you just add the child's number in the parentheses after the pseudo-class selector. So for example, if you want to select the nth child to, whatever that's supposed to mean, I guess we can find out, you would do this. So this would turn every paragraph that is in the second child of its parent element red. So I'm guessing it's going to turn all of these, but not this. Let's see then. So the element that is the child goes before nth child. Its parent element is the element that contains it. Oh, so the parent element is div and the child element is paragraph. Let's see then. So on the CSS tab, set the second paragraph to the font family Tahoma. Sure. And font family to Tahoma. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I am sorry. So yeah, the second thing got changed this time. If we do 3, it's going to change the third one, and you can notice the change very easily. What happens if we go outside of that? Okay, so nothing gets selected. And 1, the first one, and this is more specific, so it overrides the first child one. Okay, and okay, we have done that. Set the third paragraph to have the color of that. That's easy. I will just copy this and put a 3 there, and take font change color to, that's going to be a reddish, some kind of red. There we go. Set the fourth paragraph to have a background color to whatever that is. That's going to be green, I think. 00FF. There we go. And I need to change that to 4. So how do they actually work? So if we do the same thing twice, the second one counts. Interesting. Set the fifth paragraph to have a font size of 22 pixels. Oops, that's supposed to be background color. There. And okay, let's do the last one. 5 and font size. I don't really know what to talk about while I'm doing all of this stuff, because there isn't really much that you can talk about. There we go, to 22 pixels, is that correct? I guess it is. So that is already 22 pixels. Let's change it to 50 to actually see a difference. There we go. Now you can see that it's massive. Oh, never mind. There was a difference. I was looking at the last one for some reason. Okay. So yeah, you can see the difference between that and the sizes of those. It's definitely bigger. So let's move on. Show it if you know it. Okay, I feel like you're really starting to understand the CSS stuff, so prove it. I'm guessing this is going to be like a recap or a quick one. So add 3 links to the body of the HTML document. They can go anywhere, and the text between the tags can say whatever you like. So in here, href equals something, and then /a. I will use the same ones again, Yahoo, Google, and whatever, and Facebook, because I'm pretty sure those are some of the top 3 most popular sites at the moment, or they used to be at one point anyway. Facebook, Google, and Yahoo. Is it Yahoo or Yahoo? Where does the accent go? Tell me, guys. So let's copy that over, and copy that over. Let's do the li, just so that it looks better. Do it at the end as well, as a closing tag. There we go. And because we clicked the Yahoo one, you can see that it's still purple. On the CSS tab, so let's go here. Set a hover to have no text decoration. So text decoration, none. Oops, not colon, semicolon. So if we hover over them, as you can see, they lose their underline, which counts as text decoration. Then set the first link to the color that. What was the syntax for that? I know you can do nth, or no, I can't remember what the syntax was for it. First child, yeah, that's what I was searching for. First child, and that's dash child, not underscore. And I can close the hint now because I think I can remember everything else, hopefully. Well, I can't actually remember that nth child. Okay, and it's not chili, it's child. I can't even spell today. First child, color to that. I can just copy that whole thing and add a colon there. There we go. And okay, I guess it's supposed to be like that, hopefully. Maybe, we will see. And set the third link to link color to whatever that is. A nth child to that. Oh wait, did I put? I did not put a semicolon there. Okay, and that is done. What does the last one do again? So nth child. Oops. This is why I did what I did wrong. And for some reason it's actually accepting it. You need to put a number in here. Don't forget to put numbers in things like this. Or, well, actually, not in there. In here you definitely need to put a number. And the number in this case is going to be 3. And that is still not working properly. I don't know why it's allowing me to move on. This isn't correct, is what I'm trying to say. So we have hover to have no text decoration. That is done. Set the first link to the color of that. It changed all of them though. I do not know why. It shouldn't have changed all of them. It should have been just the first one. Let's try using this one with a 1, because that does the same thing. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. So, yeah, it does the same thing, but it does all of them. Is it something to do with the li? Probably, actually. Let's remove the list, just in case that's causing any problems. Ah, there we go. I think that it was the list causing problems. So now, as you can see, they are all different colors. Well, Facebook and Yahoo are similar, but I promise that their colors are actually very slightly different to each other. So set the third link's color to that, and I have done that. And now this is the correct thing that you can write so that you get the result that Codecademy wants you to actually get, instead of accepting the wrong answer for some reason, which shouldn't really happen. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. It helps me out and encourages me to make more. If you didn't like it though, press the dislike button and tell me in the comments how I can improve for next time so that you do like it. But until that next time, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and